So today's gonna be kind of interesting. So today my buddy Jace, where's he at? Right here. He's a local what would you call yourself, Jace?
Fishing guide.
So he's a local fishing guide. Well, shallow water, like he specializes in shallow water, and he takes you out and you spend the day with him and you guys just fish and stuff. But when he first bought this boat 2 years ago, he called me and we did like it wasn't as good, it wasn't like as detailed as Hanson's boat, but we came out and we basically like waxed everything, and we did like a super detailed wax job when he first came out. And then 2 years later, which is today, he comes back, and basically what he's having issues on is the yellowing. And since it's a gray hull, you really can't tell that much, which is really cool, but you can tell. But if you see overall, it's glass. He has some watermarks right here, but nothing too bad. And the metals. We're gonna learn how, so today that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna learn how to take care of the waterline mark, which is that yellowing stain, and we're gonna dive into how to take care of the rust on the metals. Obviously, they're not like really bad. So the boat's only 2 years old, but still 2 years old, like you already start seeing like the boat can literally go from keeping up to you can keep it up to, so it can be a nice boat, or like from there on you can just shoot the boat and continue using like all these harsh chemicals and stuff, and you will literally shoot the boat. So today we're going to learn how to basically, how I like to go about the metal situation and the yellow line. So here we have our W6. It doesn't attack all the rust. What it does is it basically it dissolves the leftover that are harder acid, which is alumabrite. This stuff you can only get through me, and it's only like local delivery, because I mean we haven't done the shipping stuff yet. But this stuff here though is hard. So this is not as hard as muriatic acid, but it does have some acids in it. This stuff, what I like to do is I put it in a press-all bottle, and this is a Tokol sprayer. The Tokol sprayer is probably the best spray I've seen that it keeps up, because literally this stuff will eat every single sprayer. It doesn't matter what you put in it. And even these Tokol sprayers, it dissolves them. Like it literally just eats them. So I like to put some water in here, a little bit of water, and then I put a little bit of alumabrite, and you'll see basically what I'm doing. But what I'll do is I'll spray the metal, and then I would agitate the metal with either an eraser or I'll use a brush. It depends on where the metals build up. And then after, what I like to do is I like to get W6. W6 is a tricky product, because when you spray it on, you'll see that it'll just dilute and dilute and dilute and dilute the metal. So it's basically eating the leftover rust. Now the issue there is that if you don't continue the process until you see that it's all the way, like all the bleeding has stopped, and then you have a question, you're like, well, there's always going to be rust there because it's the metal, and there's like underneath sides and there's spots that you can't get to. Very true. So then what can we do there? Like, we can just get it as good as we can. Obviously we're not perfect, and there's going to be spots on the boat that you're just never going to get perfect, because it's not like a car. At least in a car you have like flat surfaces around. It's kind of like a shell. A boat is kind of like a bowl. It's like a huge bowl. So there's always going to be spots where water is just going to sit in. So then what I like to do is, after I'm done with that process, then I literally just go and I spray some Hyde's Rustopper. And it's still not a perfect product, because the metal's still going to seep some type of water in. But after like every other wash or something, as long as you're maintaining it with the W6 and spraying the rust dissolver on it, it's a very good solution to keep up for the metals. Yeah, it's just one of those things that it's such a delicate like surface, and there's so many intricate parts that go into the metals that it's just hard. And I'm not sure if this solution is perfect, but it's very good, and it's just what I've been doing for a while, and I've seen that it's been working pretty good. So I'm willing to, you know, teach you guys and show you guys how to do it too. So when it comes to the bottom, which you can see here, the yellowing, there's a few ways of going about this. If it's an older boat, I would just go ahead and just go straight for the Lumabrite on it and just attack it with the Lumabrite. Let's say this boat was coated, for an example. So if this boat got the ultimate like detail package that we offer, and you sat in the water for a little while, and it didn't get no obviously barnacles or anything like that, but it got a little bit of yellowing, then you can go through and always rinse the surrounding areas. Like, that's just common practice. So just rinse the surrounding areas. Well, let's say the boat wasn't so bad, you can grab some Lumabrite, which is like obviously the lighter chemical we have, and if you spray it on, you will see that the Lumabrite will take care of some of the yellowing. You can already see it purpling up because you can see all this. So the W6 will take care of most of the yellowing on it if it's not in like really bad condition. For this, you literally have to spray a whole bunch, and this is only like if your boat is, I guess, coated, and if you maintain your boat always, obviously W6 is a perfect solution, because it's not like it's gonna take away the wax on it. The chemical that's in it, it's so good, and I've fallen to love it so much because it's not gonna destroy that. It's not gonna destroy the work that we put in. At least in this case, I'm able to, you know, I'll remove everything, and then he can come up and keep it and just maintain it with W6. Literally, you'll see that it'll take care of it. It's just gonna take forever. But it's a better way of doing it than using that harder acid. Now, I'm just showing you guys this, like I'm giving you guys like a good example of like a real-time example of how long it takes and how good it is for what it is. But when I take you to the other side, literally we would have been done with this whole entire section already with the Lumabrite. The only thing with the Lumabrite is that the Lumabrite will eat it will eat anything. You have wax on it, it's gonna eat it. If you have a protectant on it, it's gonna eat it. If you have ceramic coating on it, it's gonna eat it. So think about it. I'm here charging thousands of dollars for a ceramic coating job, and then I don't back you up with any products. So you go and you find the first store you can, and you literally go buy a acid to remove hull remover, and that's one instant you already destroyed the job that I did for you, you know. And that's where we can differ in, because I'm basically helping you. I'm like, hey, like, obviously it's gonna take a while, but look, I'm not removing any of the work that I charged you money for. I'm basically adding to you. So I don't know, it's like those little details to me that means the most. Like, I wouldn't want to spray acid every single time every time I have to clean the boat because I want it to look good. Like, I want to spray something that obviously works, but then is gonna not destroy my gel coat or my paint or anything. So, and why some acids are just better than the others, and why each acid has its own application. Like, it's not the same exact acid. It's two different acids. So you can be like, oh, well, I can just take care of all of it with W6. So I can take care of my top metals and I can take care of my hull. Yes and no. If your metals were not as bad, but if they were already like contaminated, you needed something stronger, which Lumabrite is that stronger solution. But let's say you have a brand new boat and you do a detail to it, and you start like fresh with it, and from the beginning you use like this softer chemical, and you're actually like protecting it after every single wash with the Hyde's remover, with the Hyde's Rustopper. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a way longer like span of the metal being clean than if you just started using like any like hard acid on it, you know. So I don't know, it's just the little things that I guess like I like to pay attention to. So let's just rinse it, and I'll show you like the results. You can see, like, watch. Wait till we rinse it all the way off. So the thing I wanted to kind of get into was because Alumabrite, obviously you need to have gloves and you need to be very cautious about it because it's such a hard acid. Now W6 is a way easier acid to use. Like, you don't even need gloves. I still recommend always using gloves when you're detailing on the boat, but you don't even need the gloves, and you can just spray it on. It's just like, it's borderline pH neutral. So I forgot what I was trying to say there, but basically what I'm trying to say is that you kind of need both, you know. Obviously it's better just to have one, and it might seem like, oh my god, you're doing so much, but it's really not, because I'm like, they go together. I use one for harder stains, and then I use the other one to clean the rest of that acid that's there. So I forgot what I was trying to say with all of that, other than you need both. And W6 is just a great product to use after you use Alumabrite and you destroy all the hard stuff. Then you keep up with W6 and you keep up with the protectant. And I've found out that that's a really good combo, to be honest. That's a really good combo, and I'm just working on it. Just like I told Jace, I'm going to leave him with some protectant and allow him to see how the product is for himself. And I mean, it's not that this is the perfect solution, but it's a solution that I'm working on, and I've been working on it for years already. So I guess that's a wrap on it, to be honest. I could show you how to do Alumabrite though. Yeah, let's just do a little bit of Alumabrite too. But just basically, I'm gonna show you guys now, like, Alumabrite. I have to do it on this side. Sorry, I can't do it on the sun side because the camera won't stay alive. But with Alumabrite, rinse everything. I'm talking about the trailer. You want to rinse everything. Like, you want to make sure everything has water on it, the whole entire thing. So then Alumabrite is actually, like, not, I wouldn't say it's like, you just, to be honest, I don't recommend Alumabrite because it's such a heavy acid to use that, like, even like right here in these little like areas, you'll see that you start breathing this stuff in, and it's literally horrible because it's acid. So that's why I like the W6 better. But sometimes you need Alumabrite. Like, if your boat is really bad, like I'm talking about, it has a lot of yellow marks, then, and it has a lot of like water marks, like Alumabrite destroys all of it, you know. You want to get as close as you can down here. Just be careful that when you're spraying it, you're not breathing this stuff in. And I wouldn't recommend a mask neither, even though, like, you would think a mask will help. I wouldn't recommend it, because what you're doing is you're basically like trapping this stuff in. You're trapping like the product into the mask, and that's no bueno neither. This stuff is way easier than Emratic, but it's still not the easiest product to deal with. Yeah, that's literally about it. Look how fast it worked. I did that one in quarter of the time, but I stripped everything too. So all the products are going to be listed down below in Infinite-Marine. It's a site I created for this purpose. It's basically trying to bring light to the industry and give you guys a new take of how to clean boats and how to take care of them, and not just take care of them, but like take care of them with a purpose. So we're taking care of them to protect the protectants on it, and then we're gonna also protect them and just make sure we're protected. So just what we like to do out here. So if you want to support, all the products are down below. Take care of them. Right now we're just doing local shipping, so if you live down in the Keys or if you live down in Fort Lauderdale, I'm actually the one who's gonna come and drop everything off. So you can, there's a little link there that you can put basically after you're done picking the shipping and all that. There's like a little box there. Write down whatever you want. Ask me to debadge it, ask me to set it up on the boat, ask me to put it in a dock box, whatever you want me to do. Just leave the information there, and or email me, and that'd be awesome too. So basically, yeah, all the stuff are going to be down below. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting. Peace out.